All right, this is Charles Alford, and I'll be talking about the James Bradley statue and the Capitoline Wolf statue. So a little bit about the James Bradley statue is it's located in the historic district in Covington. The statue is a bronze representation of James Bradley that shows him sitting on a bench reading a book overlooking the Ohio River and Cincinnati skyline. A little bit of background info. James Bradley was an African slave in the United States who purchased his freedom and became an anti-slavery activist in Ohio. Known to be alive in 1837, Bradley was 2 or 3 years old when he was enslaved and transported to the United States, where he was purchased by Mr. Bradley. James Bradley was brought to America and sold as a slave in South Carolina. He was bought by Mr. Bradley, whose name he took and who is considered a very kind master by James Bradley. There's a statue dedicated to him in the historic district in Covington. The effect on the community by the James Bradley statue, it's brought in, customers for local businesses and stores, mainly restaurants in Covington and the historic district. And it serves as a reminder of the Underground Railroad and anti-slavery movements in which James Bradley was involved. The statue's location also allows it to be seen by more people because of the nearby George Rogers Clark Park and the hotels and apartments nearby. Main people who have benefited from James Bradley statue are the businesses nearby, such as the restaurants Smoke Justice and Blinker's Tavern. It's also attracted business to the hotels in the area, such as the Courtyard by Marriott and Embassy Suites by Hilton. Statue is also seen when there are events such as the Blink Light Show and the Duveneck Art Show in the historic district. It has changed the community by spreading awareness of the Underground Railroad, and it was meant as a dedication to James Bradley and his contributions to saving enslaved people. In the early 19th century, it has made the community more cognizant of the horrors of slavery, and it has served thus far as a reminder to all the people in the area of the anti-slavery and abolitionist movement. Excuse me. Statue isn't very well known outside of Northern Kentucky area, and Cincinnati area. It's really just a statue that's an attraction for people, just walking around the historic Riverside district, and yeah, not very well known outside of the area. The role of the James Bradley statue it's more of a reminder of the anti-slavery and abolitionist movement in the 1800s, where slaves escaped and once again risked their freedom to try and help more slaves escape across the river to the Ohio River and into the North and eventually Canada, as James Bradley did. The second artifact I use is a Capitoline Wolf statue. The Capitoline Wolf statue is a sculpture of a she-wolf nursing Romulus and Remus in Cincinnati, Ohio. There's also one in Italy. It's the original. The bronze sculpture on a granite and marble base is located in Eden Park at the Twin Lakes area overlooking the Ohio River. It's an exact replica of the original Capitoline Wolf in Rome, Italy. Capitoline Wolf was gifted to the Sons of Italy National Convention in Cincinnati by Benito Mussolini in 1929. The effect on the community, it shows Cincinnati's connection to Rome, and the name Cincinnati that was derived from Cincinnatus, a famous Roman statesman and military leader. It also brings people across the area as a tourist attraction to Eden Park, which benefits restaurants and stores in the area. Tourists visiting Eden Park have the opportunity to visit the statue. The people who have benefited the most from the statue is mostly the Art Museum, Matt Adams Bar and Grill, and the Terrace Cafe, all located around Eden Park. Over time, the community has grown to dislike the statue because of its origins and who gifted it to the city. Benito Mussolini obviously wasn't a very good guy. So, I mean, so people have kind of seen it as offensive because it was gifted by Benito Mussolini. Capitoline Wolf statue is a very well-known statue. It's known widely around the world. It's a very famous piece of art, I guess. There's one in Italy, like I said before, as well as Cincinnati. The statue in Cincinnati is a replica of the original in Italy. Capitoline Wolf statue fulfills the role of showing the culture in Cincinnati and showing the heritage and history of people in Cincinnati, and how the name, the Cincinnati, came to be. And the statue has shown the history of Benito Mussolini gifting the statue to Cincinnati. A few of the differences I thought between my two artifacts, obviously, is James Bradley statue was meant to be a dedication to James Bradley and all he did for the Underground Railroad and the anti-slavery movement in the 19th century. While the Capitoline Wolf statue it's a replica of a statue in Italy that depicts a wolf nursing the founders of Rome, Romulus and Remus. Not super similar in that fact. But I do think they're similar because of the importance they are to businesses in the area and how important they are to showing the history of Cincinnati in the area.